Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We got a big video today. I wanted to do a new series where we talk about everything coming out in the upcoming month, and I'm going to talk about November today. We got a lot of new stuff coming in November. These last 2 months are packed with a lot of information, a lot of new movies and shows coming out on Netflix and theaters. So let's get right to it. I'm going to pop everything up right here. I'm going to pop a little poster up so you guys know what it is, but let's get right to it with November 3rd. First up, we have Priscilla. Priscilla, this is going for a wide release on November 3rd. You might have had it in your markets in October. Some people had it, but A24 is finally going wide with this one. You know, I'm actually very excited to see this one. I will be reviewing it. I'm going to try to review a lot more movies this month and next month, a lot more smaller movies, so people know about these movies, because I think they should make a little bit more money. And you know, A24, I think they kind of mess up with their limited releases and then they're going wide, because I don't think a lot of people know when they're coming out. But Priscilla, I think it's been getting pretty good reviews. It premiered at some festivals. Jacob Elordi's in this one. Going to be very interesting how this one works out, but I'm actually pretty excited for it. Next up on November 3rd, we have Invincible Season 2 is starting up, and this is dropping Friday and Thursday night, depending where you live and what country, and I'm very excited for this one. We're going to have weekly episodes for this one. Only one episode dropping on the first day for this one. We got 4 weeks for this one. Then it's going to take a short break and come back sometime in 2024. We don't have the exact month it's coming back, but we have 4 weeks of Invincible. Very excited for this. Some people did already get screeners for this, and they say it's already amazing. But also on that day, we have the Gen V finale. If you've been following me, I've been obsessing over Gen V. It's such a good follow-up spin-off of The Boys, and people have said the finale is absolutely insane. And I will be doing a series review of that, probably spoiler in depth, so I will really tell you guys to get caught up with that so you can watch my spoiler review, because I'm going to do a big review for that. I cannot wait to talk about it all in depth, but finale is coming out on that day. Next up, we do have Fingernails coming from Apple. This is an Apple original movie that I only saw one trailer for, and the marketing has been very weak for this one. I think it has Jeremy Allen White in it, so I'm actually very excited for this one. Then we have Blue Eye Samurai also coming on the 3rd. This is and I think this is an animated show. I think the trailer looks pretty interesting. It's about samurai. That's all I know. I don't really watch a lot of Netflix trailers, but I did see some stills for this one. I think it looks pretty good. Then we have Rustin. It's coming to limited theaters on this day, but it's going to be coming to Netflix wide on November 17th. So if you don't have it in your limited theaters, then look for it on Netflix on November 17th. This one's getting a lot of praise for awards. Colman Domingo is getting a lot of praise. He's going for an Oscar nomination for this one. We also have The Marsh King's Daughter coming out in wide theaters, I'm pretty sure. Because it's coming out near me, it should be coming out near you, because I live in a pretty small area, so that means it's coming out wide. This movie has Daisy Ridley in it. It looks pretty interesting. I don't really know all the details, so I couldn't tell you, but look up the trailer on that one. Then we had Naiad coming on Netflix. This one's been getting pretty lukewarm reviews from festival circuits. You know, it's been getting good actor reviews, but the movie as a whole, I heard, isn't great. Then we have Sly, which is a Sylvester Stallone documentary launching on Netflix. So we have a lot of stuff coming to Netflix, a lot of stuff in theaters, a lot of stuff on streaming overall. November 3rd is a busy day. Then on November 8th, we only have one major thing coming out that I could really think of, and it's the Santa Clauses Season 2 coming to Disney Plus. The Season 1 did happen last year. I think it was either last year or 2 years ago. I kind of gave up on it. Maybe I'll try to get back into it when I have a couple weeks off in December. You know, this is kind of the follow-up to the 3 original Santa Clauses. I'm not sure if it's launching with multiple episodes or just one episode, but I might check this one out, but I still got to get caught up with Season 1. Then on November 10th, we have the Loki finale. We've been having Loki the last 4 weeks, and so this finale is going to be pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how they're going to wrap everything up. I'm probably going to do a spoiler in-depth review on this, so make sure you get caught up on Loki. It's a really good show, one of their best. Loki Season 1, Loki Season 2 are Marvel's best shows at the moment. But also on that day, we have the Marvels coming out in theaters. Interesting how they're going to drop these on the same kind of days, Thursday night, Friday the day, you know, whenever you get to see it. This one is, I don't know how well this one's going to do box office wise. It's not having a lot of great pre-sales. The movie as a whole, you know, from the first trailer, I wasn't very interested, but from the behind the scenes featurettes, everyone's having a lot of fun. The chemistry looks great, and I'm actually getting a little bit more excited for it. But I'm gonna keep my expectations really low, because Marvel's been letting me down with their movies. But you know, Guardians 3 was really great, so I'm still gonna go see this one in IMAX. It's in IMAX ratio, so I think this one will be cool to watch on IMAX. We also have The Holdovers opening wide. I will be having a review probably by the time this video comes out. I do have a review for it, because I am seeing this one a little bit early before this video comes out. So I've already heard amazing things from this one. You know, I hope you guys check out my review. It's probably on the channel, as I said, right now. Then we have It's a Wonderful Knife coming out wide that day. So we have a decent amount of new movies coming out that day. Probably a couple that I'll check out. It's a Wonderful Knife was the Regal Mystery movie. I didn't get to go check that out. It's been getting not great reviews. I'm still interested to check it out because it has Justin Long in it, and it might be kind of stupid fun. It's gonna be interesting to see because we have like a Christmas horror movie this month, and we have a Thanksgiving kind of horror movie this month that we'll get to. But I find it very interesting how we have those many different, you know, kind of horror movies coming out for each holiday. And then we have The Killer coming to Netflix. This is the new David Fincher film that's been getting a lot of buzz from the festival circuits. It did end up opening and limited, I think, in a couple theaters in October, so you might have saw it in your theaters, but it's coming wide to Netflix on November 10th. Then we have Dream Scenario. This one I'm not really sure about because A24 doesn't have really a set date for this one. They say November 10th on some websites. Some websites they say November 22nd, so I'm not sure. This is the new one with Nicolas Cage. I think this one looks excellent from the trailer, but you know, look for this one sooner. If it comes out November 10th, maybe the 22nd, but try to look for this one at your local cinema to see when it's playing. Then November 17th, it's also a pretty big day. We have Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which is the Netflix new anime series that they're adapting for this. Kind of follows the same route as the movie, but they're basically allowed to do a lot more because there's a lot of anime, a lot of animation for this one. You can do a lot more with the fights. It's gonna be very interesting. All the same voice cast is coming back, so that's gonna be pretty interesting. Then we have Monarch: Legacy of Monsters for Apple. This is gonna be another original show. This is gonna be kind of a sequel / prequel to the Godzilla movie. This actually looks really good from the trailer. You know, go check this one out. I think the trailer looks excellent for this one. A pretty good cast. Some cool visual effects. I can't wait just to go into, you know, the monster universe even more. And then next year we're supposed to be having a Godzilla and another Kong movie, so I'm very interested in that. Then we have May December opening up in limited theaters. Then it's going to be launching on Netflix December 1st. This one's been getting really good buzz from people who have seen it at the festivals. You know, Natalie Portman's getting an awards conversation maybe, and you know, I'm very excited to see it. I doubt it's launching by me, but if it is by you, but I can't wait to see it December 1st. I'm really looking forward to it. Then we have Hunger Games: A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is based off the book, and you know, I read the book and I cannot wait for this movie. I was just blown away by the first trailer and the second trailer. I think it just keeps looking better and better with the more footage I see from this, because the featurette came out, the new one that was 5 minutes long, and just the costume design, the sets, the cinematography looks absolutely insane. Everything will color is popping off the screen, and the book has a lot of things in it. It's a very dense movie. You have a lot of interesting things happening with the games. The ending I'm not very fond of. I'm going to see if they keep that ending and how it works for me in a movie, but I cannot wait for this one. Rachel Zegler is a really good actress, really good singer. Going to be very interesting. Then we have Next Goal Wins. This is Taika Waititi's new film about that soccer team that like never won a game and lost by a lot of points. This one didn't get great reviews at the festival circuit, but I'm going to see if it's actually a fun movie. I'll probably review it. It might be fun, but it might be bad. Who knows? It might be bad fun. Who knows? And then we have Thanksgiving opening wide. This is the one I was talking about. It's a Thanksgiving horror movie, and this one has Addison Rae in it and Louis Litt from Suits. This is going to be a very interesting cast. I don't know how this one's going to work. You know, the director said this one's pretty gory, has a lot of fun kills, so hopefully it's good. You know, the trailer looked pretty interesting. I like the trailer a lot. You know, but things can change. But the cast is very interesting to have Addison Rae in here, because I didn't like her movie for Netflix. I thought it was so bad. Her acting wasn't great. Hopefully her acting is a little bit better in this movie, but I can't wait. Then we have Trolls Band Together. I probably will be seeing this one pretty early. I have an early screening for this one. I'll get my thoughts out. I'm not a big fan of the first and second one, but I can admit they're not really made for me. I like the voice cast. I like some of the songs. They're basically made for kids, so if your kids are looking forward to this one, Trolls Band Together is coming out. I think they're planning a fourth one too. There's a lot of Trolls movies coming out. I don't know why. I don't think they really make that much money. Then we have the Please Don't Destroy movie from Peacock. This is basically from the SNL people. Please Don't Destroy skits. They're making a whole movie for Peacock. You know, trailer looked kind of funny. Kind of seemed like Cocaine Bear. We're going to see, but that's launching on Peacock. Then on November 22nd, this is basically a Wednesday. This is basically how they do it, because this is Thanksgiving week, so they launch everything on a Wednesday for like that 5-day weekend box office number. Kind of cheaty, but we're gonna take it. First on this day, we have Squid Games: The Challenge on Netflix. This is a new show from them where they're having Squid Games reality show with real people, and I don't really care for this. Squid Game has passed. They're kind of late on this. If they're gonna do this, they should have dropped it the same year as the actual Squid Game show came out, and I just really care about a season 2. I don't really care to watch a reality show of people going through these challenges, but will I watch it? Probably. But will I pay attention? Probably not. I just don't really care about it. It's probably going to be kind of stupid. Netflix just makes some really dumb decisions, and they probably spent so much money on this, and it's just going to be a waste of money for them. But it's probably going to get a lot of people to watch it because everyone's home on Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to want to find something to watch because we had Wednesday come out last year, sometime in the realm of Thanksgiving, and that did numbers. That did huge numbers for Thanksgiving, so this will probably do some decent numbers. Then we have Saltburn opening wide. This is opening limited on November 17th, so you might see it a little bit earlier, but it's opening wide on the 22nd. This is the second film from Emerald Fennell. She did Promising Young Woman, and I've reacted to both trailers for Saltburn, and I'm blown away by how good this movie looks. People say this movie's freaky, takes some dark twists. The humor is very good. It's the cinematography has just taken me away. I can't wait for this one. Barry Keoghan is the main star. He did so good in Banshees of Inisherin. I cannot wait for this movie. I think it's going to be excellent, but I just gotta wait a little bit longer to watch it. Napoleon also comes out wide on this day. Ridley Scott's newest film with Joaquin Phoenix. This one's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it from the trailers, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's going to be really bad. Maybe it's going to be really good. It's a 2.5-hour epic movie. We're going to see. I think the cinematography and costume design looks pretty nice. And Joaquin Phoenix is having a pretty great year. And then we have Wish opening wide. This is going to be having some early screenings during November, so look out for that if you have that near you, but it's opening wide on the 22nd. I'm not the biggest fan of the animation, but I'm going to go there for the story. Chris Pine is voicing one of the characters. This one's going to be pretty interesting. And then last thing in November, we have Maestro opening in limited theaters, and it's going to be on Netflix December 20th. So if you're lucky to see it basically a month early, go see it, because I've heard some pretty good things. But if you can't see it in your theaters, it's going to be opening on Netflix December 20th. So that's basically all the major things, major movies and TV shows dropping in November. Let me know in the comments, what are you going to watch? What are you going to go to the theater and see? I'm probably going to be seeing most of these. I'm probably going to have reviews for most of these, so look for that on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.